So I passed the one-step evaluation I was telling you about last week or so. I bought 2 accounts, like $47. So in total, 97. I think it was 97 or $98. I used a special, 67% off. Now I want to show you guys this because it's a good, in my opinion, it's a good opportunity for a few reasons. One, it's a cheaper way for extra capital. Two, it introduces you to the market. And three, it's gonna really help your risk management because even though it's easy, they're kind of designed for you to fail, especially when you look at the numbers, like more than 90% of people fail just because they kind of set it up for you to fail. And that, which I'm glad right before I actually traded, I kind of looked into that a little. So Elite Trader, it's one of the many prop firms. There's tons of prop firms. Prop firms are basically institutions or individuals who got together, use a large sum of capital to kind of like, in a sense, create their own hedge fund where they can just recruit anybody. I guess I might be a little off on that definition, but point is they have the capital. They just need good traders. You prove you're a good trader by trading, using their account and paying a fee, but they make a good chunk of their money just from people paying this fee because they fail these tests. So I chose this one because it's futures, and futures is a lot like options. I didn't want to deal with Forex. We have different level evaluations. They range from 10,000 to up to 250, 300,000. So we have these first ones are called one steps. So you complete one step, you pass, the money is yours. Now it doesn't mean like these 10, 100K, like you have the money, you can just take it out. No, this is your trading capital. You get to trade with that. So you have 10K for 80, 25 is 145, 50 is 165, 75 is 185, 100K is 205, 295, 515, 300K is 655. Each of these have different levels. So they give you a max drawdown, means, a max deficit, or maximum money you can be down on your account. So the 100K is 3K. And you have a profit target of 600, which is about 6% of your account. So now with this one, the one step, what they have, which is what I didn't like, which I already kind of have with the other institution I'm actually trading for already, is an intraday drawdown on unrealized profits. So that means if you're in a trade and let's say you're up 4,000, but the trade pulls back to 2,000, so you're still up 2,000, and then you close out the trade for 2,000 win. It really looks like even though you made 2,000, you lost 2,000. So it looks like you have a net zero. Or if you lost 3,000 and you only close out one, you're actually negative 1,000. So I don't like that because with the intraday trailing drawdown, you could blow your account a lot easier, in my opinion, because you can't hold the pullbacks. So they also have, these are the end of day, which are similar. They have a trailing drawdown, but it doesn't activate till the end of the day. So you can be down, like a trade like I just mentioned, and be down 1,000, but it doesn't hit until the end of the day. These are about 300, same profit target. So these two technically about the same. This one's $100 cheaper. This is a one step, no end of day. It's just a trailing drawdown. I just wasn't a big fan. So I was gonna do the fast track at first until I saw a video, somebody mentioned how these were like the biggest scam. So these, the max drawdown is 3. You have 14 days, but you also have the intraday. And this one you can't reset if you fail, which is what I like about the other ones. So all these that you fail them, you can reset. So if you pay 145 and you fail it and build account, you can reset it for 75. These you can't reset it, you can't scale, and there is no position size limit, really. So you can buy as many as you want, but they know people are gonna do that and over leverage and blow their accounts. So once I realized that, I was like, I wasn't a big fan of that one either. But at first I was still gonna do it, but I was like, nah. At the last minute, I found out about the static, and that's the one I ended up going with. Because this one, there's no trailing drawdown at all. It's static. You just have a minimum balance. So you never have to worry about it. Because with these, you can be in profit, like this one's 150. You hit your goal and you're up 159. And then you be trading a day later and take a 3K loss and fuck around and lock your account. And then you lose a 1,500 next day, you done blown your account, even though you're up. So I was like, I didn't like that, because it's like, that means, like with all these trailing drawdowns, in my opinion, it's almost like if you have 1 or 2 losing days, you just blow your account, even though you had good risk management. So I wasn't a fan of those. This one, once you get the money, you're good. So I have a 2K cushion. So let's say tomorrow or today, I lose 2K. I go back to 100. I'm still good. I still got this 625. So I like that. So I just approached this one with that mindset of just taking small scalps to build it up. I think I took about like 8 to 10 trades that day. I only had like maybe 1 or 2 losing trades, but my stops were like super tight. Like I was losing like $10 a trade, $50 at most. There was a few trades where I was down a little underwater. But I waited for them to come back to at least break even, before cutting them. Once you pass them, you have to wait 5 days. And then after the 5 days, you can technically get your money, I think. Let me see. Yeah, how do you get paid? Here's the payout details. This is the only thing I'm not a fan of. Your payouts are like segmented. So, like your first payout, me, second, third, fourth. So I have to wait for 5 payouts before I can get the full money I've earned. But the first 12 grand you make, you get to keep all of it. So it's 100% yours. But it doesn't really matter. I don't need the money. So I'm just going to keep growing the account, to see where it gets. And you have to have traded a minimum of 20 days. Each payout you have to trade less. So it's like 20 days, 15 days, 30 days. 20 days, 50 days, 15 days, and then 10 days since your last payout. So it's like you pretty much request and then they pay you. I think they pay you like a month or so later. Yeah, the first of every month. So gotta really be on it, that way you get your payments quicker. But yeah. All right. Okay, to the charts. See what I see or what I saw. So yeah, I traded pretty much just the New York Open. It was pretty easy, to be honest, because I was up at night. I knew we had NFP numbers. I saw price make this aggressive move. Strong liquidity right here. Push down to my level. Then we rose above it. Once I saw us break this level, which was my older buy side liquidity, after a few minutes, I ended up shorting the market. And I literally just scalped it on the way down because I didn't want to try to force a trend trade and then pull back and I take a loss and, blow the account because the futures are 50, it's 50 a point. So, one $10 loss, which is like $1 on spot, you've already almost blown the account. So I was extra cautious. Just kept taking, even though I knew this was all coming down, just kept scalping on the way down, scalping on the way up. And then right here was, I think, like a 2 or 4 hour imbalance that I was waiting for. We came through it, mitigated it, started to shift. And before we even shifted structure, I just ended up getting short somewhere around here. Cause I was like, I don't want to even wait for a major retracement. I just want to put my risk at the highs. I think it was like this candle is where I shorted with my risk there, shorted all the way down. And then by here, I was already at like 18 or 17, kind of quick scalp here. And then in this chop, I was literally at like 19.99 or something like that, like $1 away or some cents. I literally just on the 1 minute, just scalped a quick candle like that. And that was it. I'm mad though, because after I was done for the day, closed out like $2,019 and missed this giant uptrend, which would have been crazy. With futures, just one mini contract. That's like would have been like 12 grand. So, that's all you. Once you pass the account, like I said, you get 12. The first 12 grand you make, you keep. After that, the split is 80-20. So I don't really mind that 80-20 split on account. I only pay like $40 for, and only pay $100 for if I have access to 100 grand. And I'm just gonna trade the account conservatively, aim for like 1 to 2% a day. Account growth, that's just 1 to 2 grand a day, but you do that, 20 days, 20 to 40 grand, and I have 2 of those accounts. So very, very easy in my opinion if you could just learn to manage your risk. Most people have terrible risk management, and these challenges are made to expose that. That's why I always talk to people about that, because people always think trading is like this and that. Well, really, good trading is just understanding risk management. It's just understanding, but every loss I'm losing 4, but for every gain I'm trying to gain 10. That's really good trading in a nutshell, in my opinion. Yeah, let me unmute y'all. That way y'all could ask me questions. Oh, y'all can unmute. So we got a question.
My quick question was, where do you, oh shit, I don't have that at the bottom of my trading view, the paper trading thing. Do you have to connect the broker, or you can just do it?
Yeah, you gotta connect. Well, right now I'm on a paper account, but there's TraderBait is right next to it. So
Okay. So you have to connect the broker to be able to paper trade?
no, you're gonna be real trading. So they're different brokers. Like I was practicing and I'll teach somebody on crypto, but
okay,
a real account linked to it. So I chose TraderBait.
Okay.
Who else? Yeah, no problem. Nobody else got no questions? All right, well, that was that part. Now we get into what I'm looking at this week. What is it? That's just started a few hours ago. I'm watching this level, like I said, see if we reach into this imbalance again. But if not, I'm kind of watching some of these highs up here, only because we do have like 2 or 3 major events. We have news-driven events, and we have the election on I think it's the 8th, Tuesday. So both of those can make the market act very erratic. So I'm watching for that, because really, especially once you've been trading this a while, all they're trying to do is set up the levels of liquidity and then purge them and move the market where they want to. So watching this high, and I know this low we still haven't came through. We've been building liquidity in it. So I know more than likely they're going to do something crazy, push us up, either above here or here. So I'm still watching that, because this is all, in balance on a higher time frame. We'll probably have an aggressive move up and then down, or we could have one down and up. I don't know. I'm just looking to play. There are a few levels I have below it, liquidity. I forgot what this level was. I think like the quarterly level or something. But these are the ones I'm most watching for. Because, like I said, they're gonna try and play volatility. And I was putting to like I recommend everybody this week size down because the moves gonna be so volatile that you could make exponentially more, but you can lose exponentially more too. You don't need to put up the same amount of risk because prices are gonna be moving that much faster. So you use less and make the same amount and lower your risk. Especially if we're pre-news, you should really, in my opinion, pre-news be flat and not any positions because regardless of how the news is, we all know with this market, it can be good or bad news and it can react the opposite way. So I'm definitely on any news day like CPI. I think CPI comes out pre-market. I'm definitely going to be, playing it cautious and watching out. I think the only other thing I had on my high alert was Tesla. Yeah, I think it was Tesla and silver. I had noticed outside of SPY that I always trade. Yeah, Tesla. I like this setup because it looks like we're trying to make a order block off of this low right here. There's order block. I'm just watching to see how we react tomorrow. It end up falling. I got these levels. I expect this to come through 198, 181, and then this is actually the ATR level. I think we have like a 2-2 quarter or something set up. Like we got a 2-2 week set up already. 2 week, and then yeah, this is why with this inside red month, especially if the sellers have already shown they on this territory come down. More than likely, it's very rare you see a candle close within a week like this. I'm expecting us to come down to this area unless we reverse. Tesla was one that was on my list. Higher alert trade. I'm actually going to be putting alerts on that right now. I don't forget. And I think it was maybe a silver. So one I like to play like a lot. I'm watching to see. Oops. Still haven't taken out my last higher high. Been in this giant broad information forever. This is actually a 2020 level. So I've literally just been playing this whenever I see price dip to it. Trying to long it. So you can technically long this off of calls and swing it anytime it's been hitting this level 17. Because it ends up gapping eventually. So one of the assets that moves kind of just on its own. You can also use like silver futures to track it, but I just use the ETF. And then the last thing I was going to mention was I saw with crude oil futures, another thing I've been tracking a lot. Oh, there it is. Setup I saw crude oil futures. Probably about to get a little pullback right here. About this liquidity. If we don't tap this level, I expect a pullback to this monthly. It's like a monthly order block, but in the long run, before the end of the year, I think we see crude oil price per barrel above 100 again. So what you could do, me, I'm not gonna play futures on it. I'm just gonna play USO because USO has similar price movement. I don't know why XLE's price movement and a few others look a lot different in light crude oil futures. So USO. Oh, yep. So yeah, silver. Yep. X also. ET energy transfer. What is MO? That's like one of the energies, right? And then yeah, Coke. XLP. US Steel, the Dow. X same thing. It's another one kind of I don't know why I'm similar to silver. It'll gap up and make random moves. X actually looks really good after this first gap up. Super old BF, I guess, on X. Yeah, 2-2 and force. Next level will just be a continuation trade. 2-1, so you can take a 2-1 and a break 2. These levels up. The gapped up, usually that shows strong buying pressure. So definitely like in X, but I'm looking at silver. I try not to just focus. I try to just focus on a few things. So for me, I'm just gonna be looking at USO, Tesla, silver, and SPY, like I always do. SPY, yes, whatever you want to call it. That's gonna be on my list. That's what I'm gonna keep my eye on. But I don't got any more questions. I'll dip and drop this for y'all. If you got any questions, I'm still here. You can unmute.
Hey, Yerm, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Coca? How are you?
Doing well, man. First of all, congratulations on passing the test, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Question for you. When it comes to the futures trading account, once you pass, do you still have that drawdown of 625 in place?
So yeah, so that's what I was explaining earlier. I don't know if you saw it, but I chose a static purposely because now my drawdown technically is 2,600 versus 600. So whatever you make, you add on to it. So I'm just gonna keep building it till I have like 5 or 10K cushion, because then I will won't have the contract limit. Like I know no matter what, there's got to be some limit. Like I'm pretty sure once you pass, they had emailed me saying like you're already a funded account, and I just gotta wait.
Okay.
I forgot how many countries. I'm pretty sure they're not going to let me full port, or half port or anything like that. They're probably still going to. I just know it's more contracts. I'm just wondering if it's going to be like 14 contracts or what. But
Gotcha.
yeah, my drawdown is just what I built. So I'm just going to keep building it so I can take riskier trades and like trend trades like that and play it more aggressive. So I'm just going to keep playing it safe.
How many contracts a day allowed? Because I bought 2 statics as well. I haven't even started. I was going to do
The
that
max
this week.
was 2. The max was 2, but I mean it's pretty easy to think about it because with 2, that's like 100, a
Right.
point.
Right. Okay.
And with SPX, it's 10x the SPY, so $10, $1 on SPY, so that's 1,000 a move if you're going with 2.
Were you busting 2 contracts at a time, or were you just running with one?
I actually did 1 because on the other account that I'm trading for somebody, I was doing 2, and I was doing good, and then I took like a big, like 2 or 3 losses in a row, and I saw how much I was down. Like on that day, like 800. I'm like, damn, if this was the other account, I would have blown it. But that account, I had like a 3,000, max 3,000 drawdown.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So just trading one contract primarily.
Yeah. I mean, you could do 2, but you just have to understand like where to put your risk, because like.
No, of course. But once you liquidate that position, you have the capability. So you basically have the capability of running up and down the court, up and down, scalping with no issues, no problems.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I just wanted clarification on that, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah. You just, it's a margin, unlimited trading virtually. Like funds don't, as long as you don't blow it, yeah, you have unlimited trades basically. So.
Okay. And on with trading view itself, like how, because I know like when I'm practicing, when I'm paper trading on trading view, right away it sets up like it's almost like a buy and then a.
Yep. So are you using this?
Right.
This is how you're buying. So this would be like a market buy, but you could do this, which is funny because the first time I didn't get that. I remember Ray was like, because I always use the box to set up. I didn't realize what I was doing wrong. Which I remember getting pissed. You're gonna buy, say you're buying like this. I like that you could, use trading. It just makes it so much easier.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Something like that. If you just click buy, it's gonna do a market order. But if you right click, it creates a limit order. Like that. or you can click here and also create it. Basically just making like an actual order versus a quick buy. So with the limit order,
Mhm.
the reason mine wasn't working was I didn't realize, with the limit order, it makes sense now. It's like, if you're doing a limit, it's saying like it won't buy till this price. So like it had my buy like up here, and I'm like, why is it, not? Which is great if you're trying to buy puts, or if you're trying to trade the reverse and you're waiting for price to come into it, it's cool.
Right.
Because it's more safer, and it's kind of like how ICT,
Mhm.
talks about.
Yep, Manchurian for sure.
Yeah, and all those people. But it is hard, with us, we're still newer to it and learning and not as precise. Like me, I just did market. So as soon as I would set up the parameter, I would just switch it to market. And then I have my take profit and my stop loss. So like right now, 32 ticks. I don't know why it's 32, that's too many. But I think I was just trying to do something,
Yeah, when I don't know if it's something like the buying was easy, and if when I would put like a limit, it would
Yeah.
also like reverse the trade, bro.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to do limit. So you do market, boom, buy. Now 8 ticks, that's like $2. Have my take profit.
Mhm.
One thing I don't like is this. I wish I at least get out the way. Sometimes prices reversing. Have my stop right below it.
Gotcha. Okay. And those order blocks that you have there, you're drawing those yourself, or is
Yeah, I
that
drew
something
those myself.
you drew those yourself off of the 4?
It was like either the 4 or the 2, but yeah.
Okay.
It might be a 30. I don't remember. I didn't remember I drew them a while. Yeah, it was a 30.
The 30? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a game changer. I felt it's easier, a lot easier than options.
Cool.
And it's made, I think it's like, what you could do is what I'm gonna be doing is switching back and forth, like off of open. See the strong moves or the strong reversals where options are cheap, I'm gonna buy them. And then once he slows down and it's like slower action or sideways, I can just scout futures. Because for me, I can kind of just trade any type of way. See, like I just got stopped out. But I only had 8 ticks, I only lose 100. But careful, it's glitchy. Like if you look at my paper account, it was at 60,000 when I was practicing, and I got stuck in a trade. I couldn't cancel it for like 3 days.
That happened to me, bro. I was down.
Yeah,
I was like,
but
wait
it
a second.
benefited. Now my account's at 2 million. But it was only 2 contracts. But I'm like, that shows you how much futures move. Where it was like,
Man, that's wild.
I thought it had closed, and then when I reloaded, I'm like, what? I might actually just reset it. That's good practice too. Just go to a paper account and reset it, the price to like nothing.
Mhm.
Build it.
Cool. All right. Again, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the insight.
I was stuck because the app sometimes will lag with paper trading. With Tradeovate too, though, what Tradeovate, the glitch it'll have, sometimes that shit will log you out. So I got stuck in a trade, which was terrifying. But I had my stop on, but the futures, your losses are unlimited. So like I was trying to get back in immediately. But the trade actually kept going in my direction. So that wouldn't actually help me. I would have probably sold it and I made a little extra. But what I hear, elite trade is pretty good. If you show them that happened, they'll actually give you your money back for that trade. From what I've heard. Yeah, just keep in mind this when you're setting it up. They have it in ticks instead of points, and 4 ticks is a point. You 12.5 ticks. 12.5 a tick, which is 50 a point. Any more questions, guys? All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get ready to end this. Have the recording ready for y'all in like an hour or so. And then I'll drop the link if y'all don't have it in the chat. I have a referral. I don't know if you guys get some off. I'm assuming you do. When I saw it said refer, I'm like, oh, cool. For people who are interested. So, all right, y'all.
Have a good night.